Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Omniscient Reader, or Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Chapters or episodes 13 through 15. That's where, again, I brought it up at the beginning of last video, the schedule that I was going to be going on for right now. So yeah, that's what we're going to do this time around, just 3 quick chapters. But we're going to see what happens when we just got left off on that cliffhanger. I'm recording this not too super long after I recorded the last. So it hasn't been long since I got cliffhung on that. Other than that, trying to think, there was something else I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah. Okay, so real quick before I start reading, I was thinking about maybe doing, so you know how I do reviews for Tower of God, where I go through the chapter multiple times, take notes, and do an in-depth review of it. I was thinking of doing that for this, like, by section. Like, I'll do a review for whatever the first section was called, and then another one for, like, the main character section, and so on and so on and so on. So just let me know. Do you want me to, whenever I hit the end of a section, do a, like, in-depth review of that section? Whenever I hit the end of a new section, just let me know. Do you want me to do that for ORV? Because I think that would be, I don't know, I think it's nice to do, like, I discuss things as I'm reading along, but it would be nice to do just a dedicated discussion type of video, you know, to do a review type of video. But also, in addition to that, it would help me, like, going through the chapter multiple times, taking notes. It would help me, like, really have my knowledge down as I'm going forward. But yeah, either way, that was just a thought I had, just an idea I had. Let me know if you want me to do that or not. But either way, before we do any of that, we still got some more stuff to read for this video. So let's start out with chapter 13. All right. Oh wait, let me see. Let me make sure it's on screen for all of you. Yep. All right. So we actually do see Dokja went into the water, at least. I suppose in the gullet of the ichthyosaur, potentially. I'm struggling to keep holding my breath, but I have to hold on. I can't pass out. Like, it looked like it swallowed him, but the whole reason that I'm not like, oh yeah, it definitely swallowed him, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, does he not remember what just happened? But it could just be one of those things where it looked like it chomped on him, but it didn't actually. It could always be one of those things. But no, now we see within it, we see all the corpses and rubble and sort of internal bits. He's gasping. It seems I've made it to its stomach without getting ripped apart and digested. And then he shines a light. Jeez. Now how is he gonna get out of all this? Nuts. Wow, what a sight. Damn it. Also, like, you know, we as readers can see it pretty well in there, but like, no matter how good the light on your phone is, like, in reality, that would probably be like so dark. Like, you would not be able to see anything. All right. Episode 13, Chapter 3 Contract, Part 1. I could do like a Chapter 1 review, Chapter 2 review, and then whenever we're done with Contract, we can do Chapter 3. All right. Oh, what a psychopath. Companion my ass. Is this some kind of test? Does he want me to prove my worth to him as a companion? I do understand why he's doing this, though. He's never made a true companion since he failed his first ever round. Being a regressor, he was powerful and people revered him as their savior. Because of this, he naturally became a lone wolf. To him, all humans are either his subordinates or his enemies. So this is most likely a test. He wants me to prove myself if I want to be treated as his equal. Son of a bitch. Open message log. You failed to clear the scenario. Proceeding with checkout. 100 coins have been deducted for the channel usage fee. The Constellation, prisoner of the Golden Headband, agrees with your provoking remarks. You've been gifted 100 coins. The Constellation Demonic Judge of Fire nods at your decision. You've been gifted 100 coins. The Constellation Secret of Plotter is disappointed with your flippant remarks. So those are the ones watching. So again, I wonder, like, I thought you just got to choose one, but they're all watching, so they all get to throw the super chats at him, I guess. I guess we'll figure out more. Or it'll become like more clearer and structured as we have more things to compare it to. Looks like this thing's on the move. According to TWSA, the stomachs of these ichthyosaurs start secreting acid around 3 minutes after they ingest their prey. In other words, I don't have a lot of time left. I'm a bit disappointed. It was starting to get interesting. And we have the Dokkaebi talking. We see it start crackling into existence. The Dokkaebi! I love its design! I love the Dokkaebi. I love it. Yes, it's me. But wait, you don't seem flustered at all despite your situation. Because I've been waiting for you. Huh? I love its design. Just you wait. Junhyokyu. Not only will I get out of here in one piece, but I'll also obtain the power to stand as your equal. You'll have no choice but to accept me as your companion. And then we have this dramatic edgelord shot. You've been waiting for me. Yes, you've come to collect coins from me. Coins? Since I failed the scenario, you have to take my coins as a penalty. Coins, and not your life? If you were going to take my life, the penalty for failure would have said death instead of the 3 question marks. Doesn't this mean there's room for negotiation? Interesting. I'm impressed you've managed to come to such a conclusion from that tiny clue. No wonder all the constellations have their eyes on you. As you've said, you can buy your way out of out of failed sub-scenarios using coins. The price will be 5,100 coins. That's how much it'll cost for you to save your neck. 5,100 coins. It's exactly what he's got. He has to be kidding me. That's too expensive, you shameless sob. Then you can go ahead and die. I'm doing you a favor. If you don't want to pay up, you can just call it quits here and now. Then just kill me. What? I said, kill me. Is he calling his bluff because the Dokkaebi won't want to kill him because he would lose viewers? You can't, can you? He won't lay a finger on me because I'm drawing in quite a crowd for him right now. Right now, the constellations are having a blast because of me, and if he was just going to kill me, he wouldn't have come all the way here to see me. You're pissing me off. Hey, just what is it that you're trying to pull? Low-grade Dokkaebi. Bihyeong? Alright. Low-grade Dokkaebi Bihyeong is his name. And then it reacts. How's your career as a streamer going? What? How do you know my name? Not well, I assume. The constellations have been rather stingy as of late, haven't they? Who the hell are you? How can a mere human know about this? A few constellations have become suspicious of your identity. The eyes of the constellation's secretive plotter sparkle at your plan. Why don't you shut off the channel for a minute so that we can talk, he whispers. And then the screens go away. So, let's hear what you have to say. How do you know about the star stream when you're only a human? The star stream system, also known as Starstream, the Starstream system is the means by which footage is broadcast across over the entire galaxy. The subscribers are constellations who reside in galaxies far, far away, and the actors humans like myself. The Dokkaebi are called streamers, and they are the storytellers that bridge the two. That's not what's important right now. What? Bihyeong, don't you want to be the Dokkaebi king? What are you, Dokkaebi Hokage? Don't you want to surpass the likes of Dokgak or Gildal and become the best streamer there ever was? Dokkaebi Bihyeong, he reaches out his hand. I'm asking you to enter a contract with me, and I'll make you the Dokkaebi king. And its eyes! Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Let's move on to chapter 14. I love it. It's so fun. I love this turn in the story. I love this. And learning the Dokkaebi's name is actually got me thinking of something that I was thinking about, like, maybe it was like as early as last night, where I was thinking about like names and stuff, because I had seen somebody saying in like a thread somewhere, they were like, I hate when I'm reading a fantasy series and the characters' names are like Michael or Kate. And I was thinking of like naming schemes that I like in things. And I generally feel like I like when the names are just complete nonsense. I mean, there's a lot of like references in, say, Kubera, which I'm also reading alongside this. There's just tons of references to like Indian Hindu mythology, basically. There's like a ton of references to that in the naming system. I like naming systems where it's just random nonsense, because I do also kind of like, sometimes I'm like, these characters' names are just too serious, they're too normal. I enjoy something. I think One Piece is probably the best example. Tower of God is kind of just random whatever, because it's just random things, but sometimes with a little bit difference in spelling or pronunciation from the real life person they're named after. But at the same time, it is just a bunch of characters and a bunch of things named after fish, or nautical themes, and a bunch of characters just named after footballers. And then there's like the Starbucks trio, or Hockney's just named after the actual artist, David Hockney. But I think I like One Piece the most, where One Piece, the names are just random. They're just random, meaningless words almost all of the time. And like there's some sort of like, I guess kind of references. Like you could say Usopp, Uso, lie, and then it's similar to Aesop, like Aesop's Fables. So there's like some things, but then a lot of things are just random words, basically, or like random things that are kind of close to real world names but are kind of just off from what the real world names actually are. I think that's kind of the best way to do it. But I guess I do also like when there's like anime and manga that's set in Japan and everybody just has normal Japanese names. And this is the first, like, again, like I said before, I haven't read a lot of webtoons, I haven't read a lot of manhwa. This is the first one I've read where, because again, Tower of God, my experience before, just random names, especially like random footballers' names, where they're just given, other than like they keep saying Dokja is like an interesting or different name, but most of their names, from my limited knowledge of Korean, are just very generic Korean names from my knowledge. Again, I don't have this great breadth of knowledge of Korea or Korean culture or language or naming systems. But from what little I do know, these are just really generic names, which I think is kind of great that they're just normal names, at least from my knowledge. But yeah, either way, sorry I spent that time talking about that. It's just something that Omniscient Reader really got me thinking about the other night, maybe last night. So yeah, I kind of got distracted by that after learning that the Dokkaebi also has a just very normal sounding Korean name to me. But we have Dokkaebi Bihyeong. Enter a contract with me, and I will make you the Dokkaebi King. Alright. Episode 14, Chapter 3, Contract Part 2. And he smirks. Huh? And then bursts out laughing. You're crazy. You must be out of your mind. I should have realized when you rejected all the offers from the constellations. Oh? You rejected all of them? That's right. During the sponsor selection, right before the sub-scenario, I didn't choose a constellation. So he didn't want to lock himself into one, maybe? Or maybe he's, because he's read the story before, maybe he's waiting for a certain one to show up? I don't know how you know about the star stream, but I can't accept your offer. I'm a Dokkaebi, not a constellation, so I can't be your supporting constellation. Or maybe this was his plan. He was going to try to make the Dokkaebi into a supporting constellation. Or it could just be, because I think he mentioned something before about not liking the constellations or not wanting to play by their rules or something earlier in the series, like in one of the first chapters. I'll have to go back and refresh myself. So it could just be that he doesn't want to like be stuck under one of the constellations, potentially. I don't think you get it. I never asked for you to sponsor me. Huh? It's not your power I'm after, but your channel. My channel? Let me break it down for you. So cute. I love the Dokkaebi. Is your English patch malfunctioning? I want to enter into an exclusive contract with your channel. Wait, are you saying you want to enter into a stream contract with me? Yes. Stream contract. A contract entered into between constellations and the Dokkaebis. For a share of the coins earned, a Dokkaebi hosts an incarnation of a constellation on its channel. In return, the Dokkaebi who owns the channel receives a share of the coins earned by the incarnation as a commission. Usually incarnations have no say regarding this contract. Although they're sponsored, the truth is that the constellations view the incarnations as slaves. You've got quite a sense of humor, don't you? I don't know where you heard about it, but how dare a mere human mention the stream contract, especially when you still don't even have a supporting constellation. That's exactly why you should accept my offer. What? Why do you think constellations join Starstream channels in the first place? The subscribers of the Starstream can be divided into two groups. The first are the thrill seekers who hop through the channels looking for entertainment, and the second are incarnation seekers, who are in search of an incarnation to sponsor. If you want your channel to flourish, you have to satisfy at least one of the two groups. Either make your stream as entertaining as possible, or try to find an incarnation that interests your subscribers. Rather impressive for a human, but how does that concern you? How thick are you? No wonder your subscriber count's only a 3-digit figure. Shut up and get to the point. What if there was a channel that could both entertain its subscribers and showcase interesting incarnations? There's no way that's possible. Constellations that are looking for incarnations to sponsor eventually leave the channel as soon as the sponsor selection is over. But if there's an incarnation who refuses to take on a supporting constellation, and then he thinks, and what if that incarnation outperforms all other incarnations despite not having a supporting constellation? Alright, is that why you didn't choose a supporting constellation? Yes, that's right. I'm sure the constellations are in an uproar right now asking you to open the channel. They're all probably dying to know, who was it that dared to stand up against the regressor? Can he foresee the future? Why'd he get eaten by the ichthyosaur? Is he really a prophet? Stop, what are you... You're full of yourself. Mere humans don't stand a chance against incarnations with supporting constellations. That's just how it is. That's exactly what I plan on proving to you from this moment on. All you have to do is shut your mouth and do what I say. And here's the thing. Even without a supporting constellation, we've seen that the ones watching can still basically, like I said before, super chat him. He's kind of good even without choosing one, and the only thing he's really missing out on is the stigma abilities. I'm telling you, I'll make you the Dokkaebi king. And then we have him thinking it over. Alright. Let's start with the checkout, since you failed the scenario. If you pay me 5,100 coins... What are you on about? I didn't fail. Huh? I must have fulfilled the condition right about now. And he stands up. Open the channel. It's going to start soon. Alright. And then a hidden scenario has arrived. Alright. Hidden scenario Commander Slayer. Category hidden, difficulty A+. Clear conditions, slay the Sea Commander Ichthyosaur and escape. Time limit 10 days. Reward 9,000 coins, penalty for failure, death. Oh dear constellations, please calm yourselves. The stream was shut down because of an error in the server. I swear I didn't turn it off on purpose. Preferential treatment? I'm only a Dokkaebi. I'd be exterminated if I did something like that. Are these the only items I can buy right now? He's in the Dokkaebi shop. There should be a search function. You all know that a streamer's vow isn't something to be treated that lightly. Look at him trying to sort things out. I threatened Bihyeong to make him open the Starstream cash shop. Dokkaebi shop. Alright. And we have the Ubisoft microtransaction rob you blind shop. Alright, we have the starter pack. Just glancing over these for right now. The max SS rank random armor box. 100% XP for 3 days. Oh, that's great. And then another for 7 days. Random weapon box. And then random armor box, etc. It can only be opened while the channel's open. That's why he has his hands full explaining what happened. And the hidden scenario arrived while the channel was closed too. Dear Constellations! Hey, how about a little help? The search button's on the bottom right corner. Thanks. Alright. What money-grubbing Dokkaebis? They're no different from us humans. I just need to search 2 items. Let's see. Search item, Ancient Dragon, and then the Dokkaebi's reacting. Holy crap, how do you know about the Ancient Dragon? I just said any cool name that came to mind. Such names are very common in games. And we have the Heart of the Ancient Dragon. Description: a heart imbued with the mana of the Ancient Dragon, Ignitus. It possesses near infinite mana. A successful transplant will grant the user the Hellfire affix. And the price is a lot. And it's sold out already? According to TWSA, the owner of this heart's in Italy. I think he's lying. I knew it'd be out of stock. He's one lucky guy. His sponsor's filthy rich and bought this for him. At times like these, I regret not choosing a supporting constellation. So like 900 chapters in, are we going to meet the guy with the dragon heart in Italy? Search Archdemon's Eyeball. Search White Star Weapon Aura. How does he know all this? So, okay, so he was lying about just putting in random words, but he knew these items from the actual story. So you bought 4 bags of mucus and 4 thorns. What use do you have for those miscellaneous items? That's for you to find out. Neat. Stonehog's sharp thorn. And then Hammer Seahorse's mucus. Is the mucus poisonous and he's going to coat the barb in it and stab the stomach maybe? You've spent 800 coins. You know there are no refunds, right? I know. The constellation The Secret of Plotter's curious about your plan. The constellation The Abyssal Black Flame Dragon is displeased with your every move. No one's forcing you to watch me. Channel BI 7623 has been closed. I hope you didn't forget that I haven't agreed to accept your offer yet. Yes, we agreed to negotiate the terms of the contract, only after I've successfully cleared this scenario. Well, I should get going. Let's see if you can clear the scenario. I can't be watching over you constantly. You do that. How arrogant. Good luck, I guess. Channel BI 7623 has been opened. May the story bless you. And he flashes away. Alright. There isn't much time until the stomach acid is secreted. Oh yeah, I thought he only had like 3 minutes. This has been a long 3 minutes. He's paddling himself over, it looks like. Takes some of the seahorse jelly or whatever it was and puts it on the thorn. Alright. And then it looks like he's just poking a bunch of holes maybe? Or are those already there? Oh no, that's the acid holes. Here it comes. I will. Make it out of here alive. And then... we get cliffhung. Wow, the cliffhangers are insane for this series. Oh well, let's just move on to the next chapter. The cliffhangers are nuts. So, sorry about that. It's super late at night now. But when I was recording the first 2 chapters of this, so what I've been doing, because I've had so many like random issues lately, is after every chapter I read, I save what's recorded so far, and that's why there's always like the cut between chapters, and then you have to deal with me being like, alright, now we'll read chapter whatever. That's why there's always a cut between chapters instead of just completely reading all the way through. I save after each chapter just in case, and as I was saving chapter 14, OBS crashed, and then I had already been recording for a couple hours at the time, and I was like, I'm kind of scared to try to keep recording, because what if I get like 5-10 minutes in and then it crashes and I lose my reaction? That would suck. So yeah, now I'm here back later to record episode 15, so sorry about that. I was super scared actually that I would lose my reaction to chapter 15 or to chapter 14. I was super worried I would lose it, but yeah, it looks perfectly fine. So either way, let's read chapter 15 to finish out the video, even though it's been a bit. Alright, starting off with these shooting stars, and we have jets flying overhead, the ichthyosaurs in the water, and then it flinches and roars. Now we see just a whirlpool inside of it, some zombies. We got Dokja trying to climb out, maybe, or at least just hold on. Okay, so he's using them to climb his way out. God, it looks so cool like this. Interesting. So I thought they were just gonna, like, be poisonous or something when he stabbed it in. But I guess they're just to help him climb. But, we'll see. We have Episode 15, Chapter 3, Contract Part 3. How long has it been? Did I overestimate myself? I'm just an ordinary reader, a Dokja. I'm not the protagonist of this story. I wonder if Mother's fine. She should be, since it's Mother of all people. This can't be a dream, can it? Still, I wish that it was. That's right, you gotta think, like, everybody you know, like, as cool as it would be to be, like, in the whole survival game thing, everybody you know is, probably dead. This can't be a dream, can it? Still, I wish that it was. The world before wasn't all that great either, but at least I didn't have to risk my life in the stomach of a giant fish. Alright. It looks like we have some buzzing. Is that the, yeah, it is. The Dokkaebi coming back. Wow. I have to hand it to you. He's still hanging on. Several constellations are surprised or impressed by your survival skills. For some reason I was combining survival and impressed. The constellations have gifted you 100 coins, getting all the super chats. The 4th day. Jeez. He's been hanging in there of the hidden scenario. I had no idea you would use the thorns like that. That was unexpected. Alright. And then he falls off. I love the surprise face on the Dokkaebi. The hidden scenario has ended. You've received 9,000 coins as a reward. You're the first to successfully hunt a Tier 7 sea monster. That's crazy. You've received 1,000 coins as an achievement reward. Wow. That is honestly such an impressive feat for so early in the series. I'm alive. Stone hogs usually live on coastlines and prey on small creatures. If they use their special thorns to pierce and then dry their prey to death. Okay, why did I say if? They use their special thorns to pierce and then dry their prey to death. But to think to use one in this manner. A few constellations smile knowingly. Several constellations now understand your decision. The constellations complain, asking you to say what you'll do out loud, so they're made aware of your actions beforehand. And even I didn't know that the mucus of the hammer seahorse could be used as protection against the ichthyosaur's stomach acid. Alright. Hammer seahorse's mucus. I don't want to just rush past. I want to make sure I'm taking in the art too. Alright. Wait. So stock 124. Does that mean... I thought Dokja only bought a couple. Is that just how many are left in stock in, like, the store? Or does he have that many? Before the stone hog's thorn began working, I covered myself in what was left of the hammer seahorse's mucus. I drank the bodily fluid of the ichthyosaur that was funneled through the thorn to appease my hunger. Okay. You've absorbed the strength of the ichthyosaur. Your stamina levels increased to level 12. Okay. After that, it was a test of sheer willpower. Hammer seahorses are preyed upon by ichthyosaurs, so they've evolved to create a special mucus. That's how I managed to survive in a pool of stomach acid. It still hurts like hell, though. I'm the one who's supposed to explain that. I'm just helping you out because you seem to be struggling. Your pain is partially nullified by your personal skill, the 4th wall. Interesting. You jerk. Anyways, that was an amazing survival drama. Or don't you think so too, dear constellations? Just open the damn Dokkaebi shop. I love the Dokkaebi. The Dokkaebi may be my favorite character. Like, I know it's like kind of a meta character. It's not even like really part of like the main cast, kind of. But I straight up think the Dokkaebi might be my favorite. Oh, and he breaks through. Alright, you found the ichthyosaur's nucleus. I'm gonna sell this. Put it up for trade on the Dokkaebi auction house. I can't believe this. How do you know all that? And I won't trade this with anything else but broken faith. I wonder if anyone even has that. And I want to buy. Wait, before that. Dear Constellations, we'll be right back after these advertisements. I love the Dokkaebi. The Dokkaebi is my favorite. Stream contract agreement. 1. Incarnation Dokja Kim will be contractually obligated to abide by the following rules until either he clears all the scenarios or dies. 2. Incarnation Dokja Kim cannot choose a supporting constellation until he either clears all the scenarios or dies, so he can't choose any. 3. Incarnation Dokja Kim must only be active on Dokkaebi Bihyeong's channel. 4. Dokkaebi Bihyeong and Incarnation Dokja Kim must share all profits while the stream contract is in place. The ratio at which the profits are shared will be agreed upon through mutual agreement. I wasn't sure at first, but watching you clear the hidden scenario helps me make up my mind. A full written contract? I thought you humans liked this kind of thing, although I personally really don't really get it. Let's do this. Well, this is surprising. I'm getting a better deal than I expected, except for one clause. The contract is missing the most important part. Do you mean a seal? We can just agree on it verbally. A stream contract is a soul-bound contract, after all. The ratio. How dare you try to fool me? They're trying to, oh god, what is it? They're trying to machinima him. How dare you try to fool me? Oh, right. How about 50-50, and I won't charge you for channel usage to boot. We'll split all the coins you're gifted in half. For example, you get 100 coins, we'll both take 50 coins each. Do you think I'm an idiot? But this is the market rate in the industry. A constellation's incarnation makes an appearance on the Dokkaebi's channel. Oh? And we're seeing, Hyunsung Lee. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is the market rate in the industry. A constellation's incarnation makes an appearance on the Dokkaebi's channel. Okay, so he's probably just explaining, like, how the money works then. Okay. Because we see, I'm assuming that's the Dokkaebi, or like a Dokkaebi, and one of the sort of constellations. And in the background, we can see that's probably Sun Wukong. That's probably Uriel, if it is still those two watching. And then I don't know which of these two might be the secretive plotter, maybe. I know that neither is... Neither looks like the dragon, because the dragon's hand looked like a straight-up dragon hand. This hand, because we're seeing Hyunsung, is probably Hyunsung's, the one, like, it seemed like they were some sort of, like, forge god or something. So, something like that. And the constellation shares the coins gifted by other constellations with the Dokkaebi who owns the channel. Okay. Got it. Alright, that's usually how it goes, but I don't have a supporting constellation, and when constellations gift coins to an incarnation who doesn't have a supporting constellation, they have to pay a hefty commission to the Dokkaebi. I'm sure you've already made quite a profit thanks to me. His face. I'll take all the coins. Alright. What? You'll be fine with just the commission. I'm not giving you a single coin. That's preposterous. How about you take 70%? Either I take all, or I'll move on to another channel. I hear Gildal's been doing well for himself these days. I feel like we've heard that name before, Gildal. 80%, that's the most I can give you. It's all or nothing. And then he's shook. You. The advertisements will be over soon. Can't you see that the constellations are complaining? The constellations complain due to the prolonged advertisement. They got hit by the Twitch ads. The constellations sigh and wonder if this is what they've been paying commission for. The constellation Eyes Waiting for Tuesday Night. Eyes Waiting for Tuesday Night is endlessly baking cookies. Interesting. Interesting. Again, I feel like if I tried really, really hard, I might be able to like figure some of these out. But like on the one hand, I feel like I could maybe figure some out if I tried really hard. But on the other hand, I kind of also don't want to, um, because like if I did, I'd kind of be spoiling myself a little bit. Fine, damn it. So you'll sign the contract. So you'll sign the contract? Oh, and one more thing. What now? I get a contract fee too. Give me 5,000 coins. Jeez, the hardest bargain. Now we have him, gasping for air, coming up out of the water and making it to shore. Again, like contractual, have to say it every chapter. The art's gorgeous. It looks so good. I love it. I love the style. It's my first time breathing fresh air in 4 days. I thought it'd only take me 2 days. Still, 4 days isn't bad considering it took Yu Jung Hyuk. Sorry, it feels so much more natural. It flows more, like putting the surname first. Like Jung Hyuk Yu, even though I straight up do not even speak Korean or anything, Jung Hyuk Yu feels like more clumsy and doesn't like flow as much like when I'm reading it as in a sentence to me as Yu Jung Hyuk. Yu Jung Hyuk. Yeah. Like it just surname first just feels like it just feels more natural to me. 4 days, or considering it took Yu Jung Hyuk 4 days on his 4th round. I also managed to sign a stream contract with a Dokkaebi. He looked devastated earlier. Come on, 5,000 coins, give it to me. And made quite a few coins in the process, so it's not a bad start. It's funny, I could never get anyone to sign anything before, but I've become somewhat extraordinary just for having read TWSA. I should look for some clothes to change into. Personal skill, the 4th wall is still active. And this skill, too. A system error? Yeah, I can't access my attributes window. Fix it. Impossible, the system does not make errors. Dokkaebi Bihyeong attempts to use system interference on you. Personal skill, the 4th wall activated. Oh, so even the Dokkaebis, or the Dokkaebi, plural, can't mess with him, I guess. I didn't expect it to block even the interference of a Dokkaebi. I'd make a great con man since no one can see my attributes window. Alright. And then he steps forward. You've entered the area of the 2nd main scenario. So now he's just now finally making it there. The scenario area is highly contaminated. Hold your breath and quickly get underground. And there's just this seemingly wall of miasma that hits him. It's here. You've been exposed to the poisonous fog. The constellation Abyssal Black Flame Dragon smiles insidiously. The real game begins now. I love the setting as well. This sort of like, I don't know, I love urban apocalyptic settings, whether it's like post-apocalypse or like during the apocalypse. I love that kind of setting. Like a post-apocalypse especially that's like set within a city is like so cool. But yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it for this week. Well, that's it for this read-through reaction at least. I'm actually planning, I really want to do I want to do a review of the first section. I'm thinking I'm recording this sadly like, Tuesday? So I'm going to try to immediately, even though it's like 11 p.m., I'm going to try to edit everything together, post everything as soon as possible, like right now, right when I'm done recording. And then I've got to do manga stuff tomorrow on Wednesday. I want to do a Tower of God video on Thursday. And then Friday, I would love to do a Kubera review on Friday, like an in-depth review like I've always done for Tower of God for the first section of Kubera, and then one for Omniscient Reader on Saturday. So I'm not going to make any promises, but I would like to do a review of the first section of Omniscient Reader on Saturday. And then the next read through will hopefully be on Monday. At least that's the plan. That's what I would like to do. Again, things change. Who knows what could go wrong in the meantime. But that's what I would like to do as of right now. And yeah, every time I get to the end of a section, I'll do an in-depth review. Like, I'm a couple sections behind, like what, 2 for that now. But I think when I get to the end of each like section of the story, like the main character section was one, I want to do like an in-depth review of that section of the story. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of my thoughts on these 3 chapters, my first thoughts, reaction, all that. What you thought about them. I don't really know how I worded that. I kind of just, when I'm doing these outros, a part of me just goes into autopilot mode, TBH. Subscribe for more. Omniscient Reader, much more on the channel. Follow on, like I said, reviews and reactions. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. And if you'd like to help support the channel by joining up as a channel member, just hit join below the video or whatever. But yeah, either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to people who are already patrons and channel members. Thank you to the chosen regulars, Etchy Zero, Evan Hawley, and Remorseful, Magical Girl, FR Nono, Cherryton Students, Elsa the Storyteller, and David Langstaff, and Slayer Candidate SG. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.